Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Right, today what I've got for an unboxing and what we're going to swatch together are some acrylic marker pens. I've wanted some for a while. I've seen quite a few of us colourists that use them on TikTok quite a lot to go over the black lines, and I thought, yeah, it's something I'd like to give a go. I've tried it on a couple of my pictures. I never quite know how much to put on or when to stop. On some of the ones I've seen, they've literally coloured over all of the black lines in the appropriate colour acrylic marker pen, and I really like the look of it. Sometimes they've used it for highlights, sometimes they've used it to add, like, say that they're doing autumn leaves and a bit more definition, a bit more colour contrasting in those leaves. They've used it in that. Sometimes they've used it in flowers. They've used it in so many different places. I thought I'd like to get myself some and just have a go at them. I'm slowly starting to introduce it. It's one of those things, I don't quite know yet if people just want the colouring from my channel or whether you want me to try and make the pictures more arty. I've kind of thought maybe do them in two videos, one where it's just the colouring and the white highlighting like I used to do, and then a second part to the video where I do the acrylic markers and maybe a few pencil crayons as well on it, make it like I say, a bit more depth to it. Let me know what you think. I'm kind of experimenting at the moment and seeing what people like, see what I can actually do as well, because it's all new to me to learn it as well. But I did lots of research. I watched quite a lot of YouTube videos as well of people recommending different acrylic markers. These came out quite popular. I think I paid, it was about £40 for them for 72 colours. I do know off Amazon and that you can get some with a lot more colours, probably for a bit cheaper as well. But I wanted some that were quite opaque, that covered the black lines well. And also sometimes I find, like, I've got this grabby white acrylic marker pen that I use quite a lot. The way that it is, you have to kind of push the nib down to help with the ink flow, and sometimes it seems to dry out a little bit as you're colouring with it, and I just, on a separate piece of paper, have to squash it down a bit, draw the ink back down to carry on. Well, I wanted some that ideally I didn't have to keep doing that to, and when I was watching the reviews for these, it's got what's called automatic ink control, so it should have the ink flowing nicely all the time that you're using the pen. That's the idea of it. So it's big volume ink. I think it's because per pen they've got more ink in than the ordinary ones. Don't quote me on that. I think that's kind of what it meant. For the pen nib, you can do as fine as 1mm up to 8mm. So it depends whether you're really fine going on the tip of it or whether you use it more sideways if you want a thicker line. So these are all the colours that we've got. It does say that they're bright and opaque, large volume of ink, water-based with flexible brush tip, variation in line weight from thick to thin. And then there is multi-purpose for them, can use them on metal, rock, glass and paper, so quite flexible. So another thing that drew me to these pens as well was the actual carry case that they come in. Oh, I thought that lovely and compact. So let's open them up and we can have a look at what we've got, and then I think I'll do a swatch of the colours, because like anything, sometimes it's not until the colours dry that you can actually see exactly what they would look like on your painting. Oh, very smart. Oh, look at that. So we've got going in from the yellows down to the reds, pinks, blues, and here's some more. I'll have a look in this in a second. So blues to the greens, over to the browns, greys, and then we've got looks like, let's move it over, looks like we've got a black and a white there at the end as well. Okay, so the card that came in it, let me just make some, I didn't realise it would be that big once it's all opened. The card that came with it says JustArt 72 colour swatch. Oh, excellent. So it's just what we use to swatch our colours. Okay then, so may as well get into it and see how we get on. I will take the camera down a little bit, so at least we can be a bit more closer. We can swatch one, let it dry. There we go. Hopefully you can see that all okay. Maybe a little bit closer. I could possibly zoom in. Let's have a go at zooming in. Oh, that seems to work okay. Right then, so let's get into it. So our first one, light yellow. Let's have a look at this. I'm going to do this, and I am going to go, it's not that I'm purposely being messy, I'm going to go over the black line around it just so we can get to see how opaque it actually comes out. Okay, so as we can see, considering that's a dark black line and that's probably the lightest one, it's covered it quite well. I'll give it a moment. Maybe when I do a few more, I'll go back and do a second coat of it and let's see how it colours it. Next one. So the next one I've got is corn yellow. Oh, so it's this one here. Nice, so slightly darker. Next one, lemon yellow. Oh, that's a nice one. Then we have fluorescent yellow. Nice, that one's looking a bit more fluorescent, but that's definitely lemon. What else have we got? Lime yellow. Yeah, definitely a greeny tint to that yellow. Then just normal yellow. Oh, as the colours are getting a bit darker, we can see it's covering the lines even better. When I get to the bottom, I'll go back up and have another go with that palest one, see how we get on. So for this next one, warm yellow. Oh yeah, very nice. Then we have tangerine. Move that up a little bit. Nice. Then just normal orange. Okay, so let's go back to the beginning and let's have a look at what that first one looks like when we have another line. Oh yeah, look how well that's covered it for that second line. It's such a pale colour. And it's definitely that automatic ink. It flows out the pen. You can see I'm literally opening them and colouring straight away. Look how well it's covered that line. Very pleased with that. Let's try the corn yellow one again. Oh wow. Yeah. Do like those. Right, I'm not going to do all of them again, or maybe one more. Let's just have a look at the lemon yellow. So that's it when it's wet, when it's dry. So it doesn't change colour too much. Probably dries just a touch darker. But no, they look very good. Okay, so let's carry on with the rest of the colours. Fluorescent orange. Now I forgot where I was. Let's find the fluorescent orange. So I've got, that's warm yellow. Is this it? Yeah, fluorescent orange. Oh, nice and bright. And we've got red orange. pomelo orange. What's so good as well is if you don't keep them in the case, it does, if you can see here, it does actually have the number and the colour, what the colour's called on each pen lid as well. You don't have to keep them in the case if you don't want to. So now we've got fluorescent red. That looks like a bit of a clay red. So I'll describe that. Then we've got a burgundy. Oh, that's nice. Wow, look how that one's covered the lines. Wow, that's a good one. And then just red. Very nice. Then we have a dark red. Oh, I like that red. It's quite a bright red. Oh, crimson. Let's have a look at what crimson looks like. Oh, that's nice. Oh, look at the coverage on that as well. Okay, then we're on to shell pink. Oh, I love a bit of pink. See how this one looks. See, again, for a light colour, that's not bad coverage. If I go over it a bit more of a gentle touch to keep the ink on the page. That doesn't take much to cover those lines at all. Okay, next one, rose brown. My swatches are getting bigger. It's only for me to keep. Doesn't have to be super neat. Then we've got a raspberry purple. That's nice. Okay, that one's covered the lines as well. Milk tea brown. Let's have a look at that. Very pleased with the colours so far. And then just normal cream. That's not bad for a cream. Like I say, it wouldn't take much. If I do a lighter touch. If I let that dry for a minute or so and went back over it, that wouldn't take much to cover that line at all. Okay, my next one. Light coral. That's beautiful pink. What have we got next? Fluorescent pink. Oh, it's like a Barbie pink, that one. Next we have pink purple. Then just an ordinary pink. Oh, that's nice. And then the last one on this line, light pink. Yeah. Again, just a nice light touch. And it soon covers those lines. Okay, so the next one we have soft peach. I do really like how the ink flows out the pen. I can see why they're called the automatic ink control. This one is pinkish orange. Hair on the picture there. Yeah, it's gone. That's pinkish orange. And I've got a light purple. Then, just double check. Yeah, rose purple. I think the pens are more or less in order in the pack, but always best to double check before I colour it in. Next one, lavender purple. Oh, that's beautiful. That'd be a nice purple for wisteria as well. Then just ordinary purple. Oh, imagine that as your base with the lighter purple on top. Then we have a dark purple. Well, that's covered the lines brilliantly. Next one is a grape purple. And then the last one on this line is deep purple. Sorry, deep blue, not purple, deep blue. Yeah, definitely as the colours go darker, covers the lines really, really well. So that's the first half of the pack done. I'll close these over now and work our way, oops, sorry, hit the camera, work our way through the second half. Okay, so that's all the colours so far. So you can see how some cover the lines really well first time. Some might just take a couple of coats, but I don't think that's a problem really. I think once I've done this video, I'll probably go back and give everyone another coat as well, just so I know what it looks like when it's double. Okay, so let's carry on with these. We've now got royal blue. Oh, beautiful. Then we have ocean blue. Beautiful blue colour. Next one, black blue. B07. Lake blue. Oh, look at that. Next one is just ordinary blue. Okay. Then we've got glacial green. That's like a very, say that's like a very pale mint colour. Now we have a light blue. Then a soft blue. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. And then a lake green. Oh, I do like that as well. Okay, back up to the top. We're on light green now. It's like a pistachio colour, that one. Then we've got a matcha green. Oh, this one says mint green. Then we have a tender green. I think you could make the shades that we've been given for 72. It seems quite varied. Then we have just green. Yeah, that's definitely just a nice solid green. Next one, emerald green. Oh, I like that. That's beautiful. Now we have a bright green. Grass green. That's quite light for a grass green. Misty pine green is what we have last on that column. Oh, definitely a misty colour. Oh, that one's lovely. Okay, that's covered the lines as well. Okay, then we're on dark green. Nice. So I'm on the last section. Let me close that book a bit. There we go. So we're now on olive drab. What a name, olive drab. Definitely olive. Sage green. We have a pearl white. Oh yeah. You can tell it's not white by the paper. That's nice. Next we have a warm grey. Yeah, it's got like a beige tint to that grey. Now we have an amber brown. That's nice. Got an earth yellow. Then we've got an earth brown. Oh, yeah, this is like a bit of a muddy brown. Then this is just normal brown. Now we've got, last column, we've got grey brown. Oh, definitely a greyish hint to that. We've got a dark brown. It's not as dark as the earth brown. A bit chestnut kind of colour, I'd say that. Then we've got espresso brown. Bit of like a very slight orangey tint to that. Then we've got light grey, like a greeny grey that is. Next one, just normal grey. Then we have a medium grey. Dark grey. Oh, I like that. Oh, I do like that one. And then just our black and white. Look at the black. Oh wow, look how rich that black is. That is black. Let's see how good the white is. That's not bad for a white. Let's just see how that compares to my grabby pen. I know I don't have any lines, but we can kind of... You can see the grabby pen white. You can see the acrylic. So I suppose if you've got more of a bigger area, this would be good. Might just need a couple of lines to go over it. But it is as white as the grabby acrylic white. But that's probably just an easier nib to work with. But I do love that grabby one as well. Okay, so those are all our colours. As you can see, quite varied. I know you can get packs with a lot more. I kind of think sometimes if I had more choice, would I sit there for ages trying to work out which ones? It's kind of knowing where to start as well, isn't it? It's I thought I don't mind spending £40 on some that seem to work well. They've always been quite highly rated. See how I get on with these. If I need to add to the collection, it's a bit like the Ohuhu markers. I started off with 48, then I bought another pack and another, like I think I then bought the 104. I bought the 2 pastel packs. I've now just bought the portrait colour pack. So you do build it up anyway. I don't think these JustArt do any more than the 72, but if I find some other acrylic markers that are very good, a reasonable price, and offer me more colours, if I need them, if I find I am using them and I would like more colours, then I'll probably get those as well. But for now, for my first starter pack with acrylic colours, very happy with these. I did buy some Ohuhu acrylic markers, and I don't know if it's just me, I didn't get on too well with them. So these aren't my first set as such. I did have the Ohuhu ones, but I barely used them because I just don't know why, don't seem to get on well with them. But I love how the ink is flowing out of these. Very pleased with them. And some are so opaque just on the first coating. Wouldn't take much to cover those lines on some of the others either. Okay, so let me show you, let me zoom back out. There we go, and I can just about get all the colours in the screen as one. Okay, hope you enjoyed this video, and you'll definitely be seeing me use them as I go along. Oh, another thing I did buy, they're behind me, let me just grab them. I did get these JustArt glitter markers as well. Look at how brilliant they look. What's different with these though compared to the Easy Flow, what's it called? Automatic ink control. So these are the automatic ink control that flows very smoothly. Excuse me. What's different with these, I have opened them up and had a look at them. You'll see when you first, let me get a colour I know I haven't looked at. I haven't looked at any of the bronzes yet. When you first open it up, see how it's white? Oh my god, there we go. See how the nib there is white? Well, if I find one that I've already used, I know I used the red the other day on one. You see now with the red one, how the nib is red. I had to press the pen down a lot to get the ink flowing down first of all. So you can't literally just get them straight out the packet and use them. You do have to have like 30 seconds to a minute trying to get the ink at the nib. Then once it does, you do have it. They come out beautifully. I haven't even, let me just grab some. I've got some old cardstock here. So if I just show you on here and just do a bit of red. So once you've got the nib, the ink down to the nib, they do flow very well. And look at the glitter in that, you can see it in the light. Oh, just beautiful. Imagine doing some like fairy wings with that. Oh, look at that, caught the glitter. beautiful. I don't think these were much either. Have a look on Amazon, that tends to be where I get mine from. But I will just warn you, for the first time you go to use them, you do need to faff with the pen a little bit, but then once the ink's down, beautiful. Okay, so yeah, I think, and how many markers were in here? 24 glitter colours. So yeah, so I think that's all for now. So those are the swatches as well. So yeah, any questions, just drop it in the chat box. I'll do what I can to help you, and hopefully you'll be seeing me use these pens very soon within my colourings. Okay, thank you so much for tuning in, and hope to see you all again soon. Please give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think about taking the artwork or the colourings further and putting more acrylics on, or do you just like the basics? When I say the basics, I think learning to use the Ohuhu colours and getting the blending takes technique, so even that's not basic. But do you prefer just the colouring pens with a few highlighters, so the alcohol markers with just a few highlighters, or would you like to take it that one step further and do the acrylic edges, or should I put it in 2 separate videos so you can stop kind of where you want? Just sometimes some of the white highlighting you do right at the end, even after you've done the acrylic. Like I say, I don't know, I don't have a plan as yet, kind of winging it, seeing what I like, seeing what I enjoy doing, and hopefully you enjoy it as well. Okay, so please leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, subscribe if you'd like to see more, and hopefully see you again very soon. Take care everybody, bye.